Now to this morning's breaking news in Meriden. An investigation's underway right now after police say multiple cars were set on fire and one car was broken into overnight.
They're now working to figure out if these incidents could be related. Let's go out now to Channel 3's Eva Zamiris, who's live for us on Bronson Avenue. What's the latest, Eva?
Well, good morning to you both. Police actually just cleared the scene a couple of minutes ago, so now we're getting a much better look at the damage to these cars. You could see that the substantial damage to one of these cars. You could see the damage to the other car next to it. So again, we're getting a much closer look to at least the damage to two of these cars. It's unclear where the third car is that was involved in this. Now, this is where the Meriden and police and fire departments were called around 3:15 this morning. You could see that this is an apartment complex at the tail end of Bronson Avenue. Now, they got several 911 calls from people reporting cars were on fire. Again, we're getting a much closer look at some of those cars this morning and possibly somebody trapped inside one of those cars. Now, when they got here, firefighters found 3 cars on fire. They believe the fire might have spread from one car to the next. Now, as for the report of someone being trapped inside, both police and fire officials say a woman tried to move her car away from the area while it was on fire. She was taken to the hospital for smoke inhalation. We are told the damage to these cars is substantial. Again, we're getting a much closer look at 2 of the cars this morning as police just cleared the scene a couple of minutes ago. Now, while they were tackling this incident, they also got a report of another car on fire over on Hanover Street where it meets Columbus Ave. Now, for perspective, it's very close by. In this video that we did shoot earlier this morning, you could see a number of police there, also a dog sniffing around. Now, they're also investigating a car break-in, which Meriden police say they're working to figure out if this third incident is connected to these car fires. They're now asking for the public's help as they piece all of this together.
If anyone has any information, we hope that they would call the Meriden Police Department with whatever it is we know. At this time of night, if you've got a loved one, if you've got somebody that you know is in your household and they're not home at this hour, and we put out any kind of descriptors, if you feel like he might be able to help us in some way, we really appreciate your cooperation.
Okay, here's what happens now. I know that there's a lot to break down. The Meriden Fire Marshal will be investigating the cause and origin of these fires. Now, we're also told that the Office of the State Fire Marshal is being brought in. The State Police Arson Squad will also look to see if any accelerants were used with these car fires. The Meriden Police Department's Detective Bureau will also be responding and investigating exactly what happened. Now, as you're seeing in these live pictures, you could see the substantial damage to at least 2 of these cars. This is right outside of an apartment complex right at the tail end of Bronson Ave. Again, we're seeing 2 of the 3 cars that were on fire earlier this morning. Now, be sure to stay with us not only on air, but of course on our Channel 3 app for the very latest on this story. I will be following this story very closely throughout the day. Live in Meriden this morning, I'm Eva Zamiris, Channel 3 Eyewitness News.